Welcome to Old Spice for the running of the Old Spice 150. On the pole for tonight's race is Jonathan Rains, and to the outside is Griffin Lynn. Luke Rainey is third, Josh Crash fourth, and John Gambit rounds up the top five. So legendary Old Spice Road Course is the site of our next ARCA Series race, one of our final in 3 of the 4 series. The Area Cup Series will not be visiting here, but tomorrow we have the Truck Series, and then the next day the Target Series, all here at Old Spice. Should be a fantastic race. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. You can see Dan Bannon, your points there, starts in the back here tonight. He's towards the rear of the field. I believe that would be 25th. So he has some work to do to get up to the front as the field is approaching the final corner, where they will take the green flag. And Luke Rainey, last race winner right now, up in third. We're talking about how he could get up there in the points. As the green flag is in there, we're racing now Old Spice. Saw them race over the bridge for the first time here tonight. Jonathan Rains holds the lead. He got a great start there over Griffin Lynn in second, and now Luke Rainey is up to second. That 25 car. Here comes John Gambit. Griffin Lynn battling hard for third. John West there in fourth. And at 02, looks like Gambit will get that third position. Focus back up front. Doesn't take long to do laps here at Old Spice. As they come into the final corner, Rains drives it hard. Rainey drives it hard. Rainey gains on the 15 hard that time. Look at the run for the 25 as they come to the stripe. Jonathan Rains leads number 1. Luke Rainey right there in second. His, the Rain people are up front. You see Rainey and Rains 2-1. They race off into turn 1. Ooh, yeah, hard. Luke Rainey drove it in just a little bit too hard there. Went up the track. I believe this is a corner where you can make up the most time. We have seen people really overshoot that corner, have to feather the throttle to keep from hitting that wall. And we might see that here tonight. See John Gambit, Griffin Lynn still battling for third. Move the 68 back to third. So here they come. Past the pit road entrance, which we may see in the Target Series. We might see that being used as a track where they go green a while. I don't think we will see a caution. I don't think we'll see many battling. It's a road course. This is what road courses do. Single file out, and you might see a pass here and there towards the back of the... Oh, trouble hard! Tyler Lyman just hit the inside wall hard. There on the front stretch, just past the line. He gathers it up, keeps it going straight, but a ton of damage to the left side of that 92 car. We'll have to see if we can see any damage. He comes back with Levi Schoens and Stuart Gratton there. Let's see what kind of damage he endured there. See if a camera angle has a view of it. Oh yeah, that's some heavy damage right there. Fender might be rubbing on the tires. He makes it 3 wide underneath Evan Rudd and Levi Schoens. Yeah, they might have to bring that down pit road. He hit that wall pretty hard. Right. Oh, Levi Schoens hits the wall hard. And now he has the same damage that Tyler Lyman has. Those two might be rubbing tires. They blow a tire. Watch out. As we look back up front, Jonathan Rains has just been passed by Luke Rainey. Let's see how this happened really quickly. I'm kind of curious to see where they were able to pass him at. See, off that hairpin corner, Luke Rainey got such a good run. They got beside Jonathan Rains. Rains could not contest with that battle. Luke Rainey almost into the safe barrier. If he hit that, he definitely would not have made this pass. And has the inside of that corner, and he and John Gambit go right on by. So Luke Rainey now out front of Old Spice in the Old Spice 150s. We're focusing on the cars bounce off the walls towards the back. Luke Rainey gets out front, and now he has John Gambit behind him. And Jonathan Rains has fallen back to third. He's going to try and corral his way back up towards the front. See, get a feeling of how fast they're going into that final corner from this camera angle. Just get a feeling of the speed of these cars. Even though they're ARCA cars, they are fast. Well over 100 miles an hour at some parts in this track. Why it's one of the most favorite road courses. Fast, wild, here at Old Spice. So, Luke Rainey looking to go 2 in a row in the ARCA Series. Should be surprising, as he was up there in points, and then he fell down just a little bit. Now he's starting to pick his way back up with a win last race, and leading this race. He gets 5 miles more to lead a lap. If he leads the most, it's 5 more. And if he wins, that's definitely going to help him in the points, especially since, where's Dan Bannon, your points leader, at right now? 24th. Not what he needs. Another guy that's been falling, the guy in last, Jeff Bright, running 29th. Not what he needs for the point situation. He was up there in second at one point in the points, and now he's down to 10th. He's going to fall even more with him being in 29th. So look back up to the front. Still Luke Rainey and John Gamet 1-2. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. With Luke Rainey overdriving that corner, John Gamet able to close in just a little bit because of that. So with 10 laps to go, Luke Rainey leading the field around this Old Spice road course, which I believe is actually located in Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that is where the road course is. Yeah, see how fast they go into that corner. Luke Rainey off the final corner, another hairpin. So it comes down the front stretch and across the bridge. Is that nice bridge? The Old Spice bridge, a bunch of Old Spice banners everywhere, and we will have some Old Spice sponsored cars this Old Spice race weekend. TJ Henley will drive the Old Spice car in the Target series. I don't know if there's any other Old Spice cars. Oh, John Gamet way wide. That's not what he needed. He was catching Luke Rainey just a little bit there and goes wide in that hairpin corner, and that's not what you need. See, they go past the entry to pit road. And we're talking about not seeing any passing, not really seeing any close racing. That could be a product of maybe the nighttime. You know, nighttime you have a lot of grip and you're not really sliding around. Maybe during the day we will see more of that. The Target Series race is during the day, so maybe we will see something like that. Luke Rainey continuing to lead, although he goes wide in this corner. Again, that's probably like the third or fourth lap in a row he does that. John Gamet follows him through that corner, though, and gained just a little bit, but I thought he could have gained more if he did not go wide with Luke Rainey. So here they come. Through the little S's part. Long, sweeping, wide corner. And then onto this straightaway into the final corner. And then you see victory lane right down here in the middle of the final corner. That is where the winner will go when this race is over and once they win this race. So they come down the front stretch. This camera located on the bridge, suspended from the bridge. See as Luke Rainey goes by. With 7 laps to go at Old Spice. Can John Gamet close? Let's look at the intervals here. It was half a second last time by. Jonathan Rain's nowhere near. He's 2 seconds back. He's right now not a factor. He's out of it unless these two have something go wrong with them. So we got a Toyota up front, then a Ford, then a Chevrolet. Then we got another Ford, Toyota, Chevy. Looks like that's a Dodge. We got another Dodge and a Chevy. That rounds out your top 10. As you can see a battle back there. Just between Jake West and Josh Crash. That is for the 6th position. Crash has it. West wants it. And Josh Crash will hold that position. Jake West will have to deal with 7th. As you see, the gap is closed just a little bit, but it's kind of awkward here at Old Spice. We have seen different ways. We've seen close and then opens up. See, John Gamet really close that time, but does he mess up this hairpin corner like he has the past few times? When he gained, he does just a little bit. 6 laps to go, and he goes wide again. It's just so hard to make perfect laps here at Old Spice. We talk about how fast it is here. These guys on the edge every single lap with how fast you're going. That's especially, as we've been saying, it's especially going to be prevalent during the day. John Gamet gets on the back bumper of Luke Rainey, trying to find a way around that 25. 5 laps to go at Old Spice. The gap is down to 3/10. About a third of a second it is. Luke Rainey has led ever since he passed Jonathan Rains early in this race, but John Gamet has been stalking him ever since. Here comes Gamet with the run. He's side by side with Rainey, but he's going to be on the outside for this hairpin corner. I don't know if that's the place you want to be. Gambit. If he can stay side by side with Luke Rainey, he has a shot. Oh, he does. I think he has it right here. As long as he doesn't hit the wall down here. Oh, he does just a little bit. He scrapes it. Can he stay with Luke Rainey, though? He does, and he clears Luke Rainey. New race leader, John Gambit out front at Old Spice in the Old Spice 150. Coming to 4 laps to go, Luke Rainey gives up the lead with under 5 laps to go. Can he hunt John Gambit back down? Gambit leads lap. That's 5 bonus points. The gap is half a second. Behind them, Griffin Lynn gets past Jonathan Rains, who's starting to fade. He's back to 5th. John West is also passed. Rains has fallen. Josh Crash is coming. Yeah, Crash, I don't know what's happened to Jonathan Rains, but something wrong with that 15 car. Now can Luke Rain get by the 68 of John Gambit? Gambit passed him last time. Gambit passed Luke Rain, where Luke Rain passed Jonathan Rains. Coming to 3 laps to go. Special wheel wouldn't be for John Gambit in that 68, you know? Here we go. 3 laps to go. John Gambit over the bridge. It's for the 13th time here tonight. And Luke Rain wondering, can he do what John Gambit did to him? Gambit had to feather the throttle just a little bit, but Luke Rain followed him through that corner. Be coming to 2 laps to go this time. And Luke Rain is close enough to where he can try and attempt a last lap pass or a dive bomb on the last lap of one of the hairpins. Can never rule out a dive bomb here at these road courses. We saw Tony Stewart do it in the Sprint Cup Series at Sonoma to get the victory, his final victory of his career. Can Luke Rain do it here tonight at Old Spice in the final corner? This would be the corner to do it, possibly. 2 to go, though. It's not the time to do it. The gap up to 6/10. Not going to work for Luke Rainey so far. He needs to close on that 68. He has to have John Gambit make a little mistake. Gambit, that's a little mistake right there. He went a little bit wider than what Luke Rainey did. But I don't think Luke Rainey's close enough. Coming to the white flag this time. If we get to the white flag, we will end the race under the green flag. We want to have a yellow ending. So here they come. Into the final few corners, down the final straightaway. Into the final corner, they will see the white flag this time. John Gambit took the lead from Luke Rainey with under 5 laps to go. He's led ever since Luke Rainey took the lead from Jonathan Rains early in this race. He led up until Gambit passes him. The white flag is out. Final lap at Old Spice in the Old Spice 150. Can John Gambit come home with the win at Old Spice? This would be the place where he would mess up. Luke Rainey closed just a little bit, but it's not enough to try and get past the 68. Go through the hairpin. The first hairpin, Luke Rainey was not close enough to dive bomb. I don't think he will be close to dive bomb John Gambit. This could be a corner 2. If John Gambit messed up, he doesn't. Gambit holds it nice and smooth. Final time. As here they come. Down into the final corner. John Gambit has a good enough lead over Luke Rainey, who tries to dive bomb it. It does not work. John Gambit passes Luke Rainey late and will get a win at Old Spice. John Gambit wins here at Old Spice. Luke Rainey ends up 2nd. John West will come home 3rd. Griffin Lynn. Here comes Jonathan Rains. A side-by-side battle between Jake West and Josh Crash. Looks like West gets it over the 55. And John Gambit gets his first ARCA Series win. And at 60, I believe it's his first. He wins the Old Spice 150. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Old Spice 150 at Old Spice. There were no caution flags and 2 lead changes among 3 different drivers. And John Gambit passes Luke Rainey late to lead 5 laps. And Luke Rainey, looking to go 2 in a row, wasn't meant to be tonight. He ends up 2nd. He led the most laps of 8. John West 3rd. Griffin Lynn 4th. Pole sitter Jonathan Rains, who got a good start, led the first 2 laps, fell victim to Luke Rainey. He falls back to 5th. Jake West edges out Josh Crash for the 6th position. Crash ends up 7th. Jim Gambit 8th. 9th Eli Bright. And 10th Jack Marshall. So there's your top 20. And something you do not see in this picture, Dan Bandon racing under some pain here in the Old Spice weekend. He finishes 24th. He still holds the points lead, but he is racing under some pain after that vicious crash in the Target Series Iowa race. And he will not be racing in the Target Series. He will be racing, though, tomorrow. And he also raced tonight, but he will be racing tomorrow in the trucks. He will not be racing in the Target Series. Cynthia Bright will take over the 55 for that race. Now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings with 7 races left. And Dan Band still has that points lead, but it's only 10 points now. Luke Rainey has been on a charge lately. He is only 10 points from from Dan Bandon. Jake West is 30. He's only 37 back. Brandon Butler is 4th, and 5th is Griffin Lynn. Anthony Wendler is 6th. Anthony Rodriguez 7th. Eli Bright 8th. 9th, Trey Rainey. And 10th is Paul Minnick. So there's your top 20. See there, the 68 John Gambit with the win moves up to 14th in the points and possibly into a points battle if he can just get a few good races. So yeah, it's going to be wild coming down to the end. Only 20 races. It's a very short season. And Dan Bannon has held it pretty much this whole season. And he has to close it out. And right now he's not doing a good job. He's been on a little bit of a, he's been in a little bit of a down lately. Something I'm really surprised about, John Gambit, the only driver to complete every lap this season. He's completed 258 laps. If he can just hold on to that, that would be a very amazing accomplishment for he and the O2 team. So the next race will be the Gatorade 200 at Michigan. See you guys then.